Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What's up and good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. I am so stoked to finally be able to bring this video to you guys. It has been a long couple of, I believe, months at this point, definitely weeks, if not months, leading up to this video. And let's just give you guys a quick little recap of what we're jumping into. If you guys harken back, we had a customer's Jeep here at our shop that Dedic was doing a bunch of work on. We needed a little room in the back. Sergio ended up bringing the Jeep out front, and well, that day somebody rolled up, quickly stole the $3,000 light bar off of the customer's Jeep, and yeah, that led us on this journey. So I'm gonna be your host for today as we take you guys along a couple of weeks or months of a dedicated investigation done on behalf of ourselves. Obviously, we weren't here when this whole thing happened, so by the time we realized the light bar had been stolen off the Jeep, 2 days had passed. And that was the day that we filmed the video, which you can see if you wanna click wherever. There's gonna be a link on the screen, or maybe not, or just go to my channel and you guys can see that video. But basically, the day we found out that the light bar was stolen is when we rolled into the clips I'm going to show you guys here in a second. So we immediately went on to Facebook Marketplace, as you know, all of you guys would, and we found one post that for some reason really stood out to us. And it's not because it was our light bar in the picture or anything like that, but we kind of explained it a little more in this video. So I'm going to cut to the video of the day we noticed the light bar missing, the investigative work that we found, and get ready for this one, guys. This is gonna be a pretty wild ride.
Priority is to get the light bar back.
Remember, I'm prosecuted. We recently made a video, AKA 2 hours ago. We filmed the video today of the Jeep that got its light bar stolen. So we've been doing a little detective work. And obviously the first place you go is you check Marketplace, you check Craigslist, you check all of that stuff. And well, there's a lot of those light bars, the KC light bars on Marketplace. And one guy's stood out to us. Oh, okay, talk and walk. One guy stood out to us because it looked like he had taken pictures of somebody's, like in somebody's shop, like a display like Sergio has in his shop, not at your house. And he has multiple light bars. So we pulled up this Marketplace ad and it seems real suspicious. Dedic, pull up the ad.
Yeah, it's literally off the wall of like off-road warehouse. The guy says I got 3 KC light bars and a Baja Designs, but none of those are in that one picture he posted. So we got somebody to hit him up and was basically like, hey, like, you know, interested in it, like, what's up? Like, do you want to meet up? But we got cash, you know, the normal talk. And he says, yeah, I got the light bar, nothing else, and I misplaced the caps. Now, when the light bar got taken, the caps were off because I have them all organized on my toolbox so that nothing gets messed up.
Who has a brand new light bar and you don't have the 6 caps
also,
that go on it?
Who posts the light bar and doesn't say it's a Gravity Pro 6 50-inch? Like, you know what it is right away. Like, and you're gonna post it for 1,200 bucks, and there was just no information in the post. And then I click on the guy's page, bigger build, scruffy beard, just like the guy from the video that we have. This is our guy. So we're currently in the process of going to meet up. And yeah, we're gonna go get my light bar back, or his light bar back.
All right, so we're on our way to pick up Chris. We gotta roll squad deep for this.
Yup.
And then we have the guy's address, but then we also had the option to meet at a chicken spot, quote unquote, down the street. Now again, this guy matches the description based on his Facebook profile picture. He has some like Arabic writing on there. Not a real name. I don't know, it's just like, it looks like a burner account. And he's got a lot of stolen looking stuff on there. iPhones, wheels, just
pretty sure
car
it's
parts.
all a catalytic converter on there.
I mean, things are pointing in the right direction. I wish Facebook Marketplace told you how long ago this was posted, because then again, that would be like a definitive. If he posted it 2 weeks ago, not our guy. If he posted it within the last 2 days, our guy. So, Mijo, you ready? I like the fit, dude.
Thanks.
Is that recovery outfit?
It is.
All right.
I was sleeping, man.
All right, we're going to the meetup spot. So we have a third party playing middleman because we didn't want a message from any of our accounts, just in case, number one, they know us from the videos and they would obviously recognize our names. So we're being a little incognito.
Turn these off, they're gonna pull us over. My mom always told me they'd pull you over if you...
So we're meeting up at a chicken spot. We do have the guy's address. We're not going to his home turf. So we're going to, we're still in a horrible neighborhood. At a chicken spot in a horrible neighborhood.
Dog, I should have brought my plate carrier so you can, and we put like media across the front of it.
Cameraman never died, dude. I told Dedic I'll sit in the front seat, I'll put my hair down. The windows are tinted and He'd just be like, oh yeah, it's just my wife in the car. And then if the guy tries to take advantage,
Where we going?
then we jump out. Do we have a plan if it's not the light bar?
Yeah, I'm just be like, I'm sorry, no, we're actually looking for the one that was stolen. That's what it is.
How do you know if it's the fucking
I'll know.
Okay, apparently Dedical no.
I'll know.
Also,
I have a feeling this guy isn't very smart. I feel like the ripped out connector is still gonna.
but also, if we could pick one up for $1,200 and it's in brand new condition.
I don't need the cab.
Yeah, we got the caps. Well, here goes.
Might actually make a deal here.
You think he works here? You're just pulling into you're gonna drive into the store? Well, I guess I was gonna say what's he in, but.
We know it would be guys.
Now, mind you guys, this footage is going to be a little bit dark. We're obviously sitting in a car waiting to meet up with said seller, and you don't want to have a bunch of lights on you and all that, especially that we already have a camera, a GoPro with a big flashy blinky red light on it that we're trying to not show off. So it's going to be a little bit of dark footage here for a second, but don't worry, it all comes back around full circle. Doc, this ain't back in so we can go.
Nah, I just go bloop bloop.
I can't film from the windshield if we're not backed in. Look, I need to film from the windshield.
No, I feel like he's gonna be right there.
What makes you think that?
I don't know.
Park for an escape. You gotta park like a police.
No, pull straight forward. Hop this little fucking curb, we gone.
Is there a parking?
You want me to put it in four-wheel drive?
There ain't no parking thing in front of us?
There
Or parking
is,
thing
a
right
little
there?
one.
We're gonna lose the oil pan. That looks like him. He's got a belly and a beard.
Stand down, stand down.
I gotta go to the taco shop. I'll be right back. Dang, yep, we should probably. I'm putting my seatbelt on.
There is no
I might need it when Dad jumps this curb and I smack my head in the windshield.
At least leave the keys in here. Keys are in here, so you got that.
Get in the passenger seat. I'm a good getaway driver.
You would be standing there with the light bar back, but nowhere to go with it.
He just fucking side-eyed the shit out of us, dude.
Maybe that was him, and he was like, nah, those are motherfuckers in the shop. Would you keep walking?
There's a lot of crackheads over here.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst neighborhoods we could have picked for this.
Good news is he's fat. So if he like tries to square up, I can just run.
Let me check. I got his address.
Yeah, watch I end up running towards his house.
It's a 2-minute walk from here.
I imagine he walks
He's
in here.
literally right there. He can come up the alley to us from right here. Yeah, dude, if he shows up on foot.
Yeah.
Chicken shop got cameras? They do. They got a camera right there.
Alright. Point it at him, sit it. Should I pop the trunk and like sit at the trunk?
Sure, dude.
Make him seem like, you know, I'm
Someone's pulling up. Someone's pulling up. Oh, shit. Wrong car. All right, guys. I'm on the phone with Derek. I had to buy rolled tacos to go pee. We're walking down the street, though. All right, let's see him. Looking.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
This is the house right here. I'm at the house.
It's not a lot of street parking. So, there's a chance they could have had to park far away. Coming back, boys. I don't see the vehicle. Coming back. I'm back in some street lights. This is nice. Oh, what we got across the street? Oh, we got some construction workers. It's Danny's crew. Coming back to the car, guys. Coming back to the cars. This is I'm feeling this guy's not showing up. Oh, anybody want some rolled tacos? It's gonna be a long stakeout. All right, guys. So
A couple more minutes.
our middleman's been texting him for
Has
an
anybody checked to
ETA.
see if he'd like deleted the post yet? Because that would be a telltale that he bailed.
We can't get closer to his house. There's no reason to be late. I was able to walk to his house and walk back in a minute.
So I think he got spooked. Maybe swing by the house and see if that van is there. Dude, he has to know. He has to be. He has to follow the channel.
We're just back into him right now. Now we're going down the back alley behind his house.
Oh, there's another Jeep.
See another Jeep? Stop, remember the stakeouts we used to go on back in the day, Chris? We got in like chases and
Yeah,
shit?
remember we actually caught the fucking guy that stole from us and
Yeah, and your boss didn't want to do
They
nothing?
didn't prosecute.
Yeah. All right, turn right, turn right.
I'm trying to find this vehicle.
Well, his house is right up here. It's this one with the, it's got a lot of lights on the front. Go like a,
This guy right here?
that's pissing?
Yep. We got you.
I respect it. I was going to do it if he didn't. If they didn't let me in the bathroom.
Y'all can't see me, but
why are you whispering?
I don't know. If I turn the light on, I get yelled at. All right, so we're checking the neighborhood. There's not a lot of places to park in front of their house. So we're going around right now, seeing if we can spot a similar car. A lot of these neighborhoods, you gotta park pretty far. A lot of cats in this neighborhood, a lot of crackheads. We've seen a few drug deals go down in the like 10 minutes we've been here. We saw some dude hide behind a dumpster like he was gonna rob a dude walking down the alley.
That's probably going down right now.
Yeah, he's probably getting, yeah, whatever, every man for himself out here. Listen, Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, I just wanna thank you guys for working hard and making good life choices so I don't have to live in a neighborhood like this when I was growing up.
The Toyota, I did not recommend. Dog, that's it. That's 100% it.
Circle the block one more time.
Hold on, no. That's it.
I know, back up then so we can see the grill. That's silver.
Is it? That could just be gloss black.
Well, get out and go light
Dog,
it up.
dude, it's got the little lights and everything.
It's got the sport badge on the door.
Yep.
Look at it. It's
Dog,
got the
that's
sport
it.
badge.
That's it. I think we got a license plate.
No way.
Yeah, you ready for it? I don't know if you got a notes or pen or paper or something.
Yeah, I did. Got it.
Yeah, we drove around the neighborhood a bunch and we found it on one of the corners.
That's a
Does
roof rack?
the plate look bent up and the back look all beat up?
It's hard to see the bent up, but what you see in there? A lot of water bottles. Looks like
batteries, jumper cables.
all kinds of shit in the backseat. A lot of O'Reilly. Oh, dog. Derek, the ratchet's in the. Was it a T something? Yeah. It's in the backseat.
Yeah, no, the tools are still in the back seat. The tools are in the back seat.
Take a picture of that, bro.
I can't. Somebody was walking up. Somebody was walking up.
Someone was walking up, so we did. But
I swear, you guys should just knock on his door and be like, bro, the gig is up.
yeah,
Yeah, Big Lou. I don't know if you've seen this neighborhood we're in.
yeah, dude, this
It's not
neighborhood
good?
is not
No, dude.
not good. Are you kidding me?
So yeah, guys, upon searching the neighborhood, we ended up finding the car down the street again. Like I mentioned in the video, there's not a lot of like parking in front of these houses. So you have tons of super densely populated housing and a couple of streets to park on. So his car was parked a little bit of ways away from the house, which makes sense. But when we looked through the car, again, there was kind of just trash. I mean, I can't really say much because I got a bunch of water bottles and stuff in my vehicles. But one thing, sitting in the back seat was one ratchet with the exact socket on it that is needed to remove a KC light bar. No other tools, no socket set, nothing like that. It was just perfectly sitting there, which if you go back and watch the video, you can see when the guy came out of his car, he already had the right socket and everything to come unbolt that light bar. So, you know, this ain't the first time, this ain't the last time, as you're gonna see here later in this video. But clearly they know exactly what they're looking for. And we found the vehicle. All right, y'all, so we've made it back to the shop. I mean, we got him. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you at this point. The ratchet sitting in the back seat. We got, the dummy was, sorry. The pepper spray is loud.
Yeah, my bad, man.
Dummy was dumb enough to give us his actual address, and he obviously got scared and backed out. Now, it is a couple of days since the light bar got stolen, so it's still a little fresh. It might be still too fresh for him to freak out. We have the cops showing up in the morning.
I got your name, I got your address, I got your birthday, I got your blood type, I got what type of toilet paper you use. Dog, you need to upgrade from single ply, that's just bad for you.
So we're gonna have the, you know, I told you guys in the last video, we press charges.
Get them.
Yeah. We know you're fat because you got a taco shop and
Yeah, and
chicken.
your beard is patchy. What's up?
Hey man, we don't gotta make fun of that. Pick something else, man. He got a big old gut.
What else happened? Oh, you still keep stickers on your hat like you back in high school. What's up?
Why we gotta keep going after me, dog? Was it me?
You probably musky.
I'm good there.
You probably got dick cheese. What's up? Your mama don't love you.
You ready to go back, dude? You getting geared up for a long night?
Let's go.
Tomorrow we're meeting with law enforcement to go over everything we have found. Now the next morning, Derek went and talked to a detective who, number one, was blown away by all the work we had done within less than, you know, a couple of hours of finding out that this light bar was stolen. We had an address, we had a vehicle, we had a license plate, we had a lot of stuff. We had a Facebook account, all of that. And typically, as you guys know, a lot of law enforcement agencies, they don't really care about theft these days. It's just not that big of a deal. Which is one of the things when we filmed that first video letting you guys know that this light bar had been stolen. Seems like most people don't care either, right? If somebody gets their stuff stolen, they're like, well, as long as I get it back, I'm not gonna press charges. That's not how people learn their lessons. So we're taking this all the way. That was our whole plan from the beginning of this. And we gave everything we had to the detectives. You know, again, address, license plate, vehicle, video, all of that. They were super stoked on it and super excited to actually take on this case. And because we had so much info, they're like, oh yeah, this is a slam dunk. Like, this is definitely something we will take on. And we will see all the way till the end, or if we can, you know? So that gave us some hope. Because again, I've dealt with other law enforcement agencies on stuff that have been stolen before. They couldn't have cared less. But obviously these things take time, right? You can't just go kicking somebody's door on day one, although we would love that. There's paperwork, there's warrants, there's all that stuff that needs to go into place, right? So in the meantime, a week has gone by, and you know, we're all getting a little bit antsy. And our confidential informant, one of our confidential informants, decides he's going to reach out and arrange to try to buy this light bar again. Because clearly the first time the seller got scared, didn't show up. But what if we approach it from a different account and try to set up another meeting? And so we're going to go to that confidential informant right now, and we're going to get you a recount of what happened on the second time that we were meeting when people actually showed up. July 6th, approximately 4:17 p.m., case number 8009472, serial light bar theft. State your name, please. All right, just for your safety and ours, we would like to not refer to you as your name. Do you have a street name you go by?
Some may refer to me as Little Bear.
Now, after the first attempted light bar purchase, where the thief didn't show up, you attempted to reach out from a different Facebook account and try to purchase the light bar again. How'd that go?
Yeah, so that's when I actually just reached out from my personal account because I was kind of frustrated at this point and was just like, you know what? If they weren't smart enough to just send me their own address, they'll probably just, respond to me again from my personal. And sure enough, they did. Made an attempt to meet up with them, with the actual individual in question. And unfortunately, he decided to send his two little Edgar henchmans. And it was a light bar that looked like it was left out in the sunlight for like 3.5 years. But also had the same characteristics of a stolen light bar. Like the clip was broken off, like it was a little bent up, looked like it had been ripped off something. So we knew it was part of their little serial light bar gang, but unfortunately it was not our light bar. The entire time I was trying to get them to send me a picture of the light bar they had, and they just refused to do it. They just kept sending me other pictures of other light bars, like on Marketplace. Like I guess the guy would just go and find another post and look up a light bar, screenshot that one and send that to me, thinking I haven't already seen all the other light bars on Marketplace. So I instantly knew something was up. And then, once I got there and checked it out, I was like, hey, this light bar don't look so great. And he's like, yeah, this is what our boss man sent us with. And I was like, yeah, your boss man said it would be a fairly newish looking light bar. And he was like, nah, that's all we got. And we're like, oh, okay. And unfortunately, yeah, that was it. So, yeah. Hold on one second. Thank you.
So I want to thank our confidential informant for being so brave and being on camera, even though, you don't know who that is. So after we go for the second attempt, wrong light bar shows up, right? At this point, there's only so much you can do, right? You got to let the law handle it to the extent, this doesn't exactly warrant some vigilante justice, if you know what I'm saying. So we're just kind of playing a waiting game. And in the meantime, it's crazy what having a little YouTube channel can do in terms of like reaching out to a community. I had one of you guys reach out to me and said, hey, my uncle's light bar got stolen off of his truck. Looks like the same vehicle. So I got video footage of that sent to me, which we'll play right here. Hopefully they're okay with me playing that. That footage got sent. And then a day or two later, I got another video sent to me from a different neighborhood. Again, we're all kind of in the similar area here of another light bar getting stolen. And you'll notice in every video, it's the same vehicle taking off from the scene. So clearly this is not, number one, their first rodeo, which we knew by their Facebook account and what they were selling on Marketplace, because it all looks like stolen stuff, including a lot of different light bars. But this is a very common occurrence for them. And like I mentioned previously, we hate thieves. You're stealing very expensive stuff from hardworking people. So I took all those videos, forwarded them to a detective who, again, the more stuff we have, the better the case gets built against them. Obviously, a $3,000 light bar, that is already a felony amount. But the more we can stack up, they like group them together, right? And this becomes like a serial offense. This is what you do regularly, which carries a greater sentence. It's all just building, right? So over a couple of weeks, we're building and building and building the case up against this guy. Again, at this point, we have done all that we can do. We've given every bit of information we can, any new information that comes in, new videos, new thefts that we find out about, we forward to the detectives. Now everything is in their hands, and they're keeping us pretty well updated. So get ready for how everything went down. Grab your popcorn, guys, because I'm about to give you the full rundown of how they caught him, how the person we thought we were looking for was not the actual person, and this crazy web of a light bar theft ring. All right, did you get your popcorn? So here's how it went down. The detectives decided to do a stakeout on the man's house. They wanted to see him basically leave the house. So they sat on his house for a couple of days and never saw any activity from him. But in the meantime, they've done their part. They've identified him. obviously through license plates and addresses and all that. They identified who the person was that they were looking for. It's not exactly who we thought. We'll get to that in a second. So finally, the day that he got pulled over and arrested, they witnessed him getting into the same vehicle that he had used to come steal our light bar. So they immediately pulled him over. Now, mind you, you're thinking, well, they pulled him over just for some light bar thefts or some alleged light bar thefts. Well, no, this man also had a felony warrant against him. Not just for our case, but from the parole office. He was on ankle monitoring, and I don't know. We're assuming he probably cut that off, but we don't know that for sure. So that's all, you know, that'll probably come out later in court and all of that. But he already had a felony arrest warrant out for him. So the detectives were able to pull him over just basically off of that, even though I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff on the car they could have pulled him over for too. But pulled him over. He didn't actually know he had this felony warrant. But when they brought up the fact about the light bars, this man immediately spilled it all. And he's like, oh yeah, I kind of figured that's what this was for. Now I'm going to recount to the best of my abilities the information that I have. Now you may remember earlier I said that this guy is not exactly the guy that we thought he was. Well, what we went off of when we went to this man's house was a Facebook profile that had the light bar on it that we decided and hit up and said we wanted to purchase. That person off the Facebook profile that matched the description of the guy that came here and got the light bar gave us the address. Now the address that we went to is the address of the light bar thief. However, it is not the address of the guy in the Facebook profile picture who just happens to look very similar to the light bar thief, which thankfully him and his friends all look the same because that kind of helped us out there. So after arresting him, the cops went to his house. They said it was the most disgusting house they've ever been in. I mean, just like diarrhea in the toilets, not flushed. I mean, obviously this man is some type of addict, drug addict, crackhead, whatever, uses these to fund that. But just like disgusting hoarder house. And we'll get to the light bar status here at some point in the video. But basically how this whole ring works from what we have found out is our guy goes out and steals them. His buddy lists them on Facebook Marketplace. The buddy is the one that we saw the account of, that again looks very similar. His buddy then gives the thief's address out. Home address, by the way. And then I guess you go do the transaction there. And allegedly, we don't know if this is true, but allegedly the thief claims he gets $250 per light bar that he steals when this guy's selling them, or at least they were listed on Marketplace for $1,200. It's a $3,000 light bar. So you're going to tell me the guy that's not stealing them, just doing the posting, is taking $1,000 out of the $1,200 that you're selling it for? I don't really believe that, but that's what was allegedly told by the thief. So again, he confessed to not only ours, but to all the ones that we have videos of. And I believe many, many more. His reasoning was he is a drug addict, he needs the money, and apparently he used to steal vehicles. He used to actually steal Jeeps, fun fact. So I guess it's a good thing he didn't steal the whole Jeep. But to his justification to the detective, he said, well, hey, at least I'm not stealing Jeeps anymore, I'm just stealing light bars. Now the detective told him, well, you know, based on the value of the light bar you stole, you might as well have stole the Jeep because it's basically the same charge. You would have just got more money selling the Jeep. Now again, this man was very, very eager to talk. I don't know the extent of who he has ratted out in this circle, but we have the two dudes that met with our confidential informant. Those are extras in this. We have the guy that is posting stuff on Facebook. He is an extra in this. All of that I'm sure the detectives are still working on. We just don't have confirmation on any of those arrests yet. But we do have our guy who is currently sitting in jail. Cut to a little clip of what we kind of have an idea of and what we want to do with this guy.
All right, y'all. So on the jail's website, you can actually email the perp, if you will. Also send them gift packs. So I kind of thought about maybe we could email the guy, set up a little interview with him, and then in exchange, I'll send you a little gift pack here. One of my favorites being, hold on, look, you got a good morning gift pack, whole shebang gift pack, right here. I think we ought to send him the seafood pack right here. Look at that. Some fresh chicken of the sea smoked clams in oil. Some sardines in Louisiana hot sauce, fresh catch mackerel. I mean, there's some pretty decent packs on here. Obviously, we ain't gonna give him nothing good. But I was definitely contemplating sending this guy an email and scheduling a little visit with him and doing an interview.
And now I'm sure you're wondering about the status of the light bar. So the detectives that went in there said all that they found in the house without digging through this crazy nastiness of hoarder house, which obviously anything recently stolen would probably be sitting on top of the pile of crap that's there. But they did find a couple of like Baja designs, little square cubes. That was it. According to the thief, everything that he steals usually sells within 2 to 3 days after he steals them. So I don't think they ever asked on what happened on the night that we went to go buy it. I think they kind of want to keep us separate from this, but I'm assuming right after that it sold, hence why when they went to go meet up with our confidential informant, they just had some old beat up light bar, another stolen one that they had, versus the brand new one that got stolen off of our Jeep. So unfortunately, we didn't get our light bar back. Again, it must have sold right away or somewhere else, we don't know, but we kind of anticipated going into this that we weren't getting the light bar back. My main goal with this whole thing, I mean, we'd already had another light bar purchased. We made sure that our customer was taken care of. But going into this, I wanted to make sure we prosecuted this dude as far as we could take it, hoping that law enforcement would also cooperate, and boy, did they. So I'm pulling up his charges here. So we have an old vehicle theft charge that I'm assuming was already taken care of, but we've got felony count, felony count, felony count, felony count, felony count. There are 5 pending felonies now, 3, 4. 4 grand theft for stolen property. Sorry, 3 grand theft for stolen property, 1 for receiving stolen property. So that's 3 charges of 3 light bars that we know for sure were stolen, which those are 3 that we have since provided. If you guys don't know, the way that this works is, so we're in a different department than the videos were sent from, or a different jurisdiction. And so what the detectives do, they'll put out a little bulletin and be like, hey, to other departments around the area, have you had any similar cases such as this? And when anybody was sending me videos, I was like, hey, make sure you file a police report. I'll make sure our detectives follow up with it. And looks like everything worked out swimmingly. So the bail amount on our charges is 20 grand. But if you remember, he had a felony warrant before all of this started. They say it's ESC jail. I don't know if that's escaping jail, etc. charge. I don't really know. I don't know how to read felon, but I'm assuming it's something with jumping bond, jumping parole, running from probation, cutting off your ankle bracelet. I don't know. That one's got a $100,000 bail on it. So in total, he's got $120,000 in bail. He, again, is still in custody as of filming this. He does have a release date later this month, and then he needs to go to court. He has an additional court date added here, which, fun fact, our good buddy, aka confidential informant, has been subpoenaed to go down there because of his meeting with these 2 other guys. There's a chance I'm going to try to go to court with my confidential informant and see what kind of other info we can get for you guys. Maybe we'll do a follow-up video. I'm not 100% sure. But at the end of the day, we'll see. We'll see if he ends up pleading down to something not so crazy. I don't really know how all of this is going to play out. All I know, though, is the detectives, the police department did a fantastic job up to this point of taking us seriously, taking all the info that we got, doing their own investigation, and bringing this guy down. We are beyond thankful for that. Because hopefully, I don't know if it's going to stop this guy from ever, doing this again, but at least there's going to be some type of punishment. And he's not just going to go unscathed. He's going to get away with it like so many thieves do these days. There's going to be some type of repercussion. So there is your guys' update. It's been a long time coming. I didn't want to post any of this until we had a confirmed arrest. We didn't want to compromise it just in case this was somebody that watched the YouTube channel, which I think at this point it's not. But if you do watch the channel, you should know. You just got to go work for it. That's it. You don't got to steal stuff. Go work for it. Stop stealing from hardworking people. We don't like that around here. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that you do not miss out on any future updates. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforitapparel.com because if there's anything you want in this life, I just mentioned it. You got to be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.